Morning students of class 10. Welcome back to the online classes. We'll do history, the making of our global world. We are on 4.1. Your 4.1, post-war settlement and the Bretton Woods institution. Now here I have written only 2 points, but these are very important. These are the causes for the formation of Bretton Woods institution. After this only their International Monetary Fund, World Bank are set up. These two are the Bretton Woods institution, and this is the cause. What are the causes for the setting up of Bretton Woods institution? Why it was needed? Why these institutions were needed? So now here these are the causes. Now we'll talk about only 2 points. Here, economists and politicians around the world. Economists and politicians drew 2 key lessons. Key lesson means important lessons after the war. After the World War, economists and politicians they took out the conclusion. They concluded that there are 2 lessons to be learned from interwar economic experiences. Interwar means the war which was fought among the countries in Europe. Even America was also America supplied all these things, and they also stepped in the war. So economic experiences, 2 lessons were drawn. They came to the conclusion. Number 1, first, and number 2 over here. Number 1, industrial society. Industrial society who manufactured various goods, and during the war they manufactured war materials. Industrial society based on mass production. We have talked about Henry Ford. Based on mass production cannot be sustained. Sustained means to keep on or carry on or keep on, go on without mass consumption. Mass production doesn't help only. You need to have people who has got the purchasing capacity, purchasing power. Once the goods are consumed, then only production can be sustained. So mass consumption is required for mass. After producing mass production, mass consumption is required, and for mass consumption, regular income, stable income, higher income is required. All these 3 things are related. Mass production is related to mass consumption. Mass consumption is related to higher income and stable income. Stable income means they can consume more goods. If they consume more goods, then again mass production can take place. So you see that it is a kind of circle. So the economists and politicians have concluded, or they have taken out the result, or they have learned 2 lessons. One is industrial society based on mass production cannot sustain or cannot carry on without mass consumption, and therefore for mass consumption people having high and stable income is needed for the same. So for mass consumption, stable income and high income is required. Once the people start purchasing, because they have high income, their income is high and regular income, so naturally when they consume more production can be produced, more production can be done, and more production means more consumption means regular income. You see, markets also cannot guarantee full employment. Market, service market, you can say that. Goods market and service market. Market means various type of market. The market selling goods, and the industrialist or the owners who provide employment, that's also a service. So markets alone cannot guarantee full employment. Therefore the government have to step in Therefore, the government have to step in to minimize fluctuation of price. Fluctuation means to go up and down. The price goes up and down. To minimize stable income and stable price. The price has to be stable. It should not go up and down. The government has to step in to minimize fluctuation of price, output and employment. There is always a fluctuation for price, output and employment. So this should be minimized, and for that government has to step in. Now, second lesson. The economists and politicians learned second lesson. This is the first lesson they have learned and they have drawn the conclusion. This is the first. And second, the second lesson related to countries' economic link to the outside world. If you start producing goods, mass production, suppose if a country is doing mass production or engage in mass production, the mass production will be consumed within the country as well as it has to be exported. The more it is exported, the more income. So, and for export you must have link with other countries, trade links. So you see that the second lesson these economists and politicians have drawn or learned, that it is related to countries' economic link, trade to outside world. Until and unless you do not have trade with other countries, mass production doesn't help. The goal of full employment, people at that time, many people were hundreds and thousands of people were unemployed. After the mass production, people were engaged in their work. The goal of full employment could only be achieved. Full employment to the people is achieved if government had power to control the flows of goods, capital and labor. Flows of goods. Flow means import export. Capital means invest money to other countries. Goods, capital and labor. Mass production, you require large number of laborers, and the laborers, they come from village areas, rural areas. So the flow of capital, goods and labor has to be controlled by the government. Market alone cannot support country's economy. The market alone cannot do all these things. Yeah, you can say. The government has to step in for various various ways to control the ups and downs of the prices and guarantee full employment to the people, because the government has to step in to control the output, price and employment, and you must have economic link with other countries so that you can export and import, as well as control the flow of goods and labor and capital. So therefore the main aim, the final conclusion, the main aim must be to preserve economic stability of a country. If the country is economically stable, then the people will have employment, more people will have employment, and employment means regular income means consumption means mass production. So therefore the main aim must be to preserve, keep it safe, preserve economic stability and employment in the industrial world. In the industrial world, economic stability and regular employment, stable income and employment is required in the industrial world. Then only mass production will help. So you can see the country's economy is related to various factors. These are the factors, and the economists and the politicians have learnt a lesson. Post-war settlements. After the war, they have learned this lesson. Now, after this, These are the causes for setting up of institutions such as International Monetary Fund and World Bank. These are the two institutions formed under Bretton Woods Institution. So now, who was Bretton Woods? Is it a name of a place? Is it a name of a person? Or what is it? Or is it a name of an organization? We'll talk about later on in our next class. Tomorrow we'll do in our next class Bretton Woods institutions. These are the causes, these are the factors for setting up of Bretton Woods institutions, and tomorrow we'll talk about Bretton Woods institution and how it helped the world. So this much for today. Thank you for watching. We'll meet in the next class and carry on our lessons. So only thing, you need to make a habit of going through the online portal every day. Do not miss the classes because time is running out, you know. So do regular studies at home and stay safe. That's all for now.